And for them, it's distribution. So you said pretty much in
It's distribution.
And so once you had Jimmy Ivy, did you start with him, and did you then move on to the other labels, or what was the
Well,
sequence?
Universal is the biggest, so you need to have them all four if you want to be relevant for consumers. So I think I don't know what order it was, but you never start with him. You start with smaller people,
Oh, you
and
start
they
with
climb up.
smaller, because I've always
Yeah,
gotten the
I think we
advice
started with
start big.
Warner, I believe. No. Yes, you need to have them all the four labels. Otherwise, you don't have the songs that people want. But you don't start with the top boss, right? The first call is never. The first call, they have people, and they are business development people, and that's where you start. And then you have an interest, you have a pitch, and then if the pitch is interesting, the next level will get involved. That's how it works, of course.
Okay. So then you started negotiating with them, and the thing that convinced them was the distribution power that you guys had.
That was what we had. They had the songs, and we had the distribution.
But what's in it for them? Because to me, it sounds like they would lose money if they would release,
It is almost free, right, to put an MP3 on the phone, and it costs money to sort of print a CD and print an LP at that time. So,
Oh, but they would get royalty for every phone sold then.
of course.
Oh.
Yeah. So, so that's the sort of the music store business model. Buy a song, song by song. At that time was the prevalent. Streaming only came later. And what we could do, for instance, for us it was beneficial if we had like 3 songs preloaded on a phone, and then people would. So I think with U2 we had one of their new albums was preloaded on a Nokia phone only, and that was the only place where you could get it for the first 6 months.
Really?
So that is, for us it was just marketing. We could spend that money instead of a marketing campaign, and people would just buy the phone. Things like that.
How did they agree to this? Why Nokia? Why not someone else at the time? Just because Nokia was the biggest?
Yeah, of course. We were like I said, we had 500-600 million phones per year.
And
at that time, there was no. The number 2 was like maybe I think less than 100.
Okay, so pretty much you leverage being one of the biggest, and then
like Android is now 85% of the market, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a developer, you start developing for Android, not for iOS. But and iOS has more value per user, right? But Android has more volume in terms of users. So if you're looking for distribution, you go for Android. If you're looking for value, you go to iOS.
If you like this episode, you can check out our most recent one here. And if you haven't already, make sure you click here to subscribe and see the next one. But if you're interested in more tips and tricks, then make sure to join our Facebook group where you can find thousands of like-minded people and you get direct access and support to any business question from the entire startup funding event team.